For years, Ford's 10-speed automatic transmission was marketed as the future, a transmission designed for efficiency, performance, and the ability to handle everything from daily commuting to heavy towing. It found its way into some of Ford's most popular vehicles, including the F-150, Expedition, Mustang, Ranger, and many others. Millions of drivers trusted the technology, believing they were getting one of the most advanced transmissions ever built. But for a growing number of owners, that promise began to unravel. It often started with something subtle: a rough shift, a brief hesitation, a hard jolt during acceleration, a strange feeling that something wasn't quite right. At first, these symptoms seemed minor, the kind of issues many drivers might overlook. But over time, they became impossible to ignore. Vehicles would slam into gear, lunge unexpectedly, lose power during acceleration, or deliver violent downshifts. Some owners described moments when the transmission seemed confused, unable to decide which gear it wanted to be in. For many, these problems appeared far earlier than expected, leading them to ask the same question: how could a modern transmission fail so soon? As complaints accumulated across the country, a troubling pattern began to emerge. Owners were reporting remarkably similar symptoms: the same harsh shifting, the same erratic behavior, and the same costly repairs. Increasingly, attention focused on a single component buried deep inside the transmission, a component most drivers had never heard of: the CDF drum. To understand why this matters, it's important to understand how an automatic transmission functions. Inside the transmission, hydraulic pressure moves through a complex network of passages and circuits. That pressure engages and releases clutch packs, allowing gear changes to happen smoothly and precisely. The entire system depends on maintaining exact hydraulic pressure. If that pressure escapes where it shouldn't, the transmission can begin behaving unpredictably. According to Ford's own technical service information, the issue centers on the CDF clutch cylinder sleeve. The problem involves axial movement within the assembly, which can eventually create hydraulic circuit leaks. When hydraulic pressure escapes, gear changes no longer occur the way engineers intended. The transmission may hesitate, shift harshly, struggle to engage certain gears, or exhibit other abnormal behavior. Over time, the problem can lead to internal damage and increasingly expensive repairs. What makes this issue especially significant is that it points toward a specific mechanical cause. Not driver error, not poor maintenance, not isolated incidents. Instead, the focus falls on a component located inside the transmission itself. As more vehicles accumulated mileage, reports continued to grow. Owners described repeated trips to dealerships in search of answers. Some received software updates. Others were told their transmissions were operating normally. Many left without a permanent solution, only to watch the symptoms return. For some drivers, problems appeared before 50,000 miles. For others, failures surfaced shortly after warranty coverage expired. That timing became a major source of frustration because once the warranty ended, repair costs could become devastating. Modern transmission repairs are rarely inexpensive, and rebuilding or replacing a 10-speed transmission can cost thousands of dollars. In many reported cases, estimates approached or exceeded $6,000. For families already managing vehicle payments and everyday expenses, those costs created a significant financial burden. The frustration wasn't only about money, it was about trust. Many owners believed they had purchased vehicles known for durability, dependability, and long-term reliability. Instead, they found themselves confronting major transmission repairs much earlier than expected. As complaints continued to mount, legal challenges followed. Lawsuits began alleging that Ford knew about transmission defects while continuing to market and sell affected vehicles. Court filings brought renewed attention to the issue, drawing engineers, technical documents, repair histories, and owner experiences into an increasingly complex legal battle. At the center of the controversy was a simple question: when did Ford know there was a problem, and what actions were taken after that knowledge existed? Ford has consistently denied wrongdoing and has defended its products throughout the litigation process. Nevertheless, the legal proceedings continued to advance. In a significant development, A federal judge allowed key portions of the case to move forward and permitted expert testimony regarding the alleged defects. Meanwhile, the fight over class certification continued, a decision that could potentially affect hundreds of thousands of vehicle owners. For consumers, these developments represented more than legal procedure. They represented the possibility of accountability, the possibility of answers, and perhaps the possibility of relief. Today, the controversy surrounding the 10R80 transmission remains one of the most closely watched automotive defect disputes in the industry. For some owners, the transmission continues to operate without major issues. For others, the experience has been dramatically different, marked by harsh shifts, unexpected behavior, repeated dealership visits, and expensive repairs. All of it traces back to a component hidden deep inside the transmission, a component that most drivers never knew existed until it became impossible to ignore. The story of the 10R80 is ultimately about more than just engineering. It is about expectations. When consumers spend tens of thousands of dollars on a vehicle, they do so with a certain set of assumptions. They assume that the engineers who designed the transmission understood the stresses it would face over hundreds of thousands of miles. If something does go wrong, the manufacturer will stand behind its product with transparency, accountability, and a genuine commitment to making things right. Those are not unreasonable expectations. They are the foundation of trust between an automaker and the people who buy its vehicles. And yet, for a significant number of Ford owners, those expectations were not met. Instead of a smooth, reliable driving experience, they got harsh shifts, erratic behavior, and in too many cases, complete transmission failure before the vehicle was even paid off. Instead of transparency, they got technical service bulletins that were hard to interpret, dealership visits that led nowhere, and repair bills that landed in the thousands of dollars. The CDF drum issue, which lies at the heart of the 10R80's most persistent problems, became a symbol of something larger, a disconnect between what Ford promised and what it delivered. When problems emerge, customers expect solutions. They expect the company that took their money to take responsibility. They expect recalls that actually fix the underlying defect, not temporary patches that leave them wondering when the next failure will occur. They expect communication that is clear, honest, and proactive, not cryptic service advisories buried on a website. For many owners, those expectations have not been fully met. Lawsuits have been filed. Class actions have been certified. Whether the courts ultimately side with the plaintiffs or with Ford, one fact remains clear. The controversy surrounding the CDF drum has transformed what was once considered a technological achievement into one of the most debated transmission issues in recent automotive history. What should have been a showcase of modern engineering efficiency became a cautionary tale about the risks of complexity, the importance of real-world testing, and the consequences of prioritizing fuel economy targets over drivability. And for hundreds of thousands of owners, the final chapter has not yet been written. Some are still waiting for repairs. Some are still fighting for buybacks. Some have simply given up and traded their trucks in for something from another brand, hoping that the next vehicle will treat them better than the last one did. Until every affected owner has a working transmission and a clear path forward, this story remains unfinished. And until Ford fully acknowledges the scope of the problem and takes definitive action to prevent it from happening again, the trust that was lost will not be easily rebuilt. The 10R80 may still have a future, but that future depends entirely on whether the lessons of the CDF drum are learned, applied, and never repeated.